Hello. We are now recording the Shea and Josh podcast, aka Acting Up Radio or podcast, whichever one we picked. I don't really remember the name right now. Still tweaking. Probably should get better on that. But today's kind of just our therapy session. We had to make some hard decisions today. Kind of feel like we let some homies down, but I mean,
They definitely feel like they got hoed.
I mean, like I feel like in a way I feel like we hold them, but also like I think they should know to respect our decision as well, because like it's not just something you can hop in, and we'll explain like once we get a little
Which
further
I think
in.
they did.
I think they understood and they were real respectful, which is why we mess with them people, and yeah, so that's what it is. So break it down.
We'll break it down. So let's get started today. It's basically, if you couldn't clue in, we're going to be talking about fraternities, in particular Russian fraternities, right? That was the big event this week, and we're going to start this up with talking about black versus white fraternities, and then we're going to go down to how this whole thing led up to us rushing the fraternity, and how we made a decision, and then we're going to give you our final thoughts and close that puppy.
So you changed the order on what I wrote down, but yours went better. So that's good. Smart man, big brain.
Oh, God.
Our energy's a little different for this one. I'm not gonna lie, we on some serious stuff today. But you gonna catch a different energy. We still got the good vibes though. So
y'all
never
gonna laugh
worry.
regardless.
Oh, of course. We kind of got the sauce like that.
Nice with it.
Okay.
So let's talk about black versus white fraternities to start with. Well, there's obviously the biggest difference here is one chocolate and one's vanilla, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like, each team hit just a little different.
For good reason though. Yeah, I got it. Like there's just like if you're like someone who's of color, just if you just know the difference with like if you've experienced like if you've been around black people and white people, there's just certain things where like if you're someone of African American, when you're in those type of fraternities, there's just an advantage of being with like people of your race when you're like black, and that's just it's a difference maker. And I think when we were coming to our decision, that was one thing we really had to consider. And there's a certain different environment when you're with people all of your same color. It can provide a little bit of safety too, if you know what I mean. And I think that's a real crush right there. Also, from what I've seen, this may not be true. This might just be what adults have kind of given me because they're a little biased as well. But I also have not seen as many problems with the black fraternities when it comes to things like hazing. You got anything?
Almost definitely. I mean, we did. my padre might have been playing games, but he did send me a link that did have the fraternity. One of them got a chapter was shut down in Alabama somewhere for I think hazing rituals. So I mean that's just one factor that factors into it. I mean it's really different. I mean with white fraternities it's the same thing except with a black fraternity you're with your people, if that makes sense. Not to like bring it all into it, but it's more. I wouldn't say comfortable, but it's more. I
think that's the word. I think if they understand how it is for people of a different race, like I don't think you have to be black to understand the concept, but like if you just understand, like for some people, like they want to be around people of LGBTQ. Some people want to be around people who are also athletes. So I mean, it's just like it's the same environment. It comes down to race, and I think that's also like it affects in the fraternities as well.
And I mean, there's definitely nothing wrong with either fraternity at the very least.
Yeah,
like,
either
don't
type.
Mistake it.
Yeah.
Don't mistake it now. Like there's nothing wrong. But it's just I think it provides different benefits based on your race. So, I mean, that's just the world we live in. So it's
also like for like people who are black males in this world, like we come to the realization like other black men may be able to give us better advice in certain areas that like white people just wouldn't understand or haven't dealt with, and it's just a different wisdom they are able to provide because they're they've gone through it. They got they're vets. They've done it. They've gone through it. Like
they understand better than the white folk do. I mean, here's a little story that my father told me. He went to the doctor once, and he had a white doctor. And you know how us black folk be getting ashy with them ashy knees.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And
light a match with that mug. You know what I'm saying?
The doctor thought he had some like life-threatening disease. He's like, oh no, my leg's just ashy, So it really they know differently they just know. They know different.
Somebody like side note, completely irrelevant. y'all white dudes, like, y'all need to learn what lotion is, because, like, I've honest to God poured out, like, a bottle of lotion, and they had no idea what the fuck that, what that was, bro. Like, honest to God, like, for real, like, they did not, like, y'all just try it, bro. Like, especially if you're on the swim team. All I'm saying is your skin will feel so much better if you just rub some lotion. Like, I know you feel greasy, but, like, you look ashy. And, like, it's not as bad when you black, but, like, dang, we can still tell you ashy. You know what I'm saying? Just a side note, just a little game for y'all homies, just to let y'all know, like, y'all ashy too. Like, we know.
Y'all everybody get ashy. It's a universal thing.
Your skin is showing, and it is mad at you.
Let's start the movement. Hashtag white boys get lotion.
Yeah. White boys get ashy. White
boys get ashy. Let's go.
Make it known. But back on topic. So where we? Back
on topic. I think.
Is it lead up?
I think we should go to lead up. Yep. Let's go for it. So, the fraternity that we had to make this decision on, they had been hitting us since the day we got on. The day we got on campus. Oh God, I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay. My OA is basically like the instructor you go through when you first get here. I think that's the word. Yeah. So he hit me up, and he was always constantly talking about, I'm part of this and that. I think your RA was also part of.
Oh, you said the actual fraternity. The fraternity down the street, so we're gonna refer to them as. But people have been, like, since day one. There's people in that fraternity that were just, dropping little hints, letting us know, planting the seed. Like, they're letting us know, like, we kind of got some sauce going on over here if y'all want to take it. I mean, literally the first party we went to was, at that house down the street. Like, they were cool. Like, they let us in. They were showing us a college experience. And, like, I guess, like, just one of the first things I like to point out with this fraternity, like, you can bring your lady to their party. Like you can bring your girl to the party. Like if y'all don't, like, this is a real thing. Like, y'all, I be tweaking. Like, you bring your lady and you're not sure if she's safe. You can't let her go at some of these parties with these other frats. Like, that is a serious thing to me. Cause, like, I really be worried, like, with my female friends. Like, I be stressed because, like, they're my homies.
Especially because, some of these female friends be wild at how you always have that friend that be disappearing on you. I ain't gonna lie. You always know. And then you gotta have the heart attacks. Check the snap map. Like, they kidnapped. They good.
Bro, I still remember that one time our one friend, the snap map lied to me. It said she was in the middle of the street and she was drunk, bro. And the snap map said she was in the street. So my dumb, oh dang, I gotta stop cussing. My goofy looking self, I ran outside and I was like, I'm running in the middle of the street. And then someone called me and was like, she didn't even leave the party, bro. And I was like, snap maps just hold me. Cause I'm over here running in the street looking for her. She was in the party the whole time having fun. I was like, this is cricket. So I don't really know what that tangent was supposed to say. I guess don't trust some snap maps, maybe. Because I learned the lesson.
Snap maps do lie.
Oh my God. They do. They are not, like, accurate.
They're not. I mean, we had to find other homie in a ditch that other time. Snap map did not help with that.
Did not.
Oh my God, that was an experience. Okay, let's get back on topic. We not there. So essentially, like we said, since day one, this fraternity has been hitting us with facts. I mean, obviously they weren't. We're like-minded people who like to get around. So this wasn't the only fraternity we looked at, right? We went to others. We checked them out to see who we like to hang out with, like to be with. I mean, so these other fraternities, I ain't gonna lie to you, some of them be kind of wild out here.
They were playing games week one. See, our main one, the one down the street, they were always chill. They talked to us. But these other ones, they were trying to bounce me. And, like, to be honest with y'all, like, maybe I'm kind of just, like, maybe I'm a little cocky or something. But, like, when they try to bounce me, I'm like, come on now. Like, y'all tweaking. Like, I don't know. I feel type of way when people try to bounce me. They were kind of disrespectful looking at it now, though, too. But, like, I really felt as a type of way when people try to bounce me at first. Because I was just like, they were trying to do that thing where they play games with their freshmen. I was not about it. Like, I really was not about it. Like, they can play them games with everybody else, but, like, I ain't just any freshman,
Not with the coaches here.
Yeah, like, I was not with the bull. I did better. I didn't cuss that time.
There you go. I'm proud of you.
I was really going off the wall there for a second, but yeah, I don't know. I felt a type of way, and they're trying to balance.